Hello YouTubers, it's Kara here. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a traditional pumpkin pie, except there's nothing traditional about it. It doesn't have any eggs, no dairy of any kind, no white flour, and no refined sugar. Instead, it's going to be made with a bunch of healthy, nutritious ingredients. So let's get started with the crust. You're going to need 1.5 cup nuts. I'm going to use walnuts and almonds today for my crust, but feel free to use pecans if you want, or even cashews. 1 cup. You're going to want to process this up until it resembles a fine meal. You do not want to process it so much that it looks like peanut butter or almond butter. So this looks perfect. And the next what you're going to want to add is 2/3 of either raisins, dates, or a combination. I'm going to do a combination. I'm going to add 1/3 cup raisins and about 1/3 cup of dates. You're going to want to process this up until it resembles a sticky dough. So this is going to be what you want your dough to look like. You can tell that it's going to stick together. Then what you're going to want to do is add some shredded coconut in there and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. These are optional ingredients. If you don't want to have like that coconut flavor to your crust, you don't have to add it, but I really think that it makes it nice. And then you just want to grind this until it's well incorporated. So once you guys have your dough made, you're going to want to go ahead and put it into the bottom of a spring foam pan. As you can see, I put some parchment paper between the bottom of the pan and its support. I do this because I have lost so many of these because I will bring the cake over to friends' houses and I leave the tray with them and they throw them away and I never get them back. So you're just going to take your dough and you're just going to push it into the bottom of the spring foam pan. So now you can see your crust is made. It's all placed into the bottom of your spring foam pan. You're going to go ahead and toss this in the fridge so that it gets a little hard and it sets. And in the meantime, we're going to make the pumpkin pie filling. Okay guys, now that your crust is in the refrigerator hardening, let's go ahead and make the pumpkin filling. So you're going to add your pumpkin to the food processor from a raw pumpkin. As you can see, I'm not using canned. If you guys are a little intimidated about, slicing open a pumpkin, don't be. I did it, so you can do it. You're going to want to obviously pull out the seeds, save those to make some pumpkin seeds, and then just be really careful and chop it. I did that beforehand, so you guys didn't have to wait for me. So you're going to want to add that, and then you're going to want to add some almond milk in there, and then you're going to want to add some cinnamon. Then you're going to also want to add pumpkin pie spice. Pumpkin pie spice is a combination of cloves, lemon peel, ginger, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Those are the most common. You're going to want to add a little bit of vanilla. You're going to want to process this up. So this is the consistency that you're going for. You are going to be processing a little bit more, so it's okay if there's still a little bit of chunks in there. Look at this awesome orange color, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love this time of year because of the pumpkins and the acorn squash and the butternut squash that you see when you're inside the market. So the next step, you guys, is to add the dates into your processor, and then you're going to want to leave this on until it's well incorporated. The consistency that you're looking for after you have grinded and processed the dates into your mixture. So the last thing you guys want to do is add some melted coconut. After you've added the coconut oil, feel free to go ahead and taste your filling. Like, see if it's missing anything. Maybe it's not sweet enough for you. Maybe it is. I think I'm going to add a little bit more cinnamon to it. But go slow. You don't want to overpower it and ruin your filling. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of maple syrup as well. Make sure you get maple syrup, guys. You don't want to get that pancake syrup. Alright, let's give it a second taste test. delicious. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this pumpkin pie filling and we're going to put it into our crust. Alright guys, so I have my crust. I pulled it out of the refrigerator. It was only sitting in there for the time it took us to make the pumpkin pie filling. So we're just going to put it on in there. So you just want to go and spread the filling evenly throughout. Go. You're going to want to leave it into the freezer for at least 6 hours. Overnight's better, and the reason you want to do that is one, so it's going to take its shape, and then it actually helps the flavors blend and mold together, and it tastes that much better. Alright guys, here is our beautiful pumpkin pie. I pulled it out of the spring foam pan, and now I'm going to decorate it. This would be a great thing to take over to your family's house for Thanksgiving, or to your friend's house for Friendsgiving. It's filled with wonderful, healthy, nutritious ingredients. I will leave the recipe information and the nutritional information down below, as well as some links where you can go to read more about the wholesome ingredients that are in this cake. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, thumbs up. I do have an Instagram account. I will put that information on the screen. Go ahead and follow me, like my pictures, and then if you recreate the recipe, tag me. I'd love to see it. I'm going to Instagram this right now. Bye guys.